Hello everyone, this is Paolo. This is my new channel, Everybody Linux. This is my second video. I want to speak about FTP transfer. First of all, I would like to recommend to use SFTP between transfer remote machine. I'm using Linux, guys. I'm not using Windows. But if you have to use some files, to transfer some file from Windows to Linux, and you're not confident about the transfer, always use SFTP. This is a test to check if how works the FTP transfer between local servers. So if you have two machines like me, for example, in VirtualBox, one server to the other, you can easily use FTP. There's no problem to transfer internally with a non-SFTP server, but simply SFTP server is fine. So it's good to learn also FTP. So I'm here to try to explain. I'm new. Let's say I just did a course in Red Hat administration and I want to share my little knowledge with you. So whatever you need to add or any comment on any inaccuracy, you want to correct me or any contributor that can be good for the other user as well, feel free to add. Okay, so don't be shy. We are all here to learn. So basically, let's start. On the left side, I have my first operating system Linux, that is where I have the FTP server. At the right side, I have the operating system in Linux, .Linux, based on Ubuntu with the FTP client installed. So I want to transfer from the client to the servers one file. So on the server at the left side, I have operating system CentOS based on RPM package. So as I said, let's get started. Let's do some checks in the FTP server. First thing we should do is always check if the FTP server is started and it's active. So the name of the FTP service is VSFTPD. So let's see if it's started on my server. It asks me the password. Yeah, active running, perfect. So it started. The FTP is started, is running, and yeah. So very good. So let's see if I have the firewall enabled. Sorry, sudo firewall cmd. Firewall can create problems to the FTP transfer occasionally, especially if you don't add the service to the firewall CMD, the FTP service. So let's see if I have the rule that has, let's say, has allowed FTP transfer here. Yeah, services FTP. I have it. This is a firewall CMD. It's a very useful tool for managing the server, the firewall in Linux. I really recommend you to install. If you don't have it, it's the best, and the new one that is replacing basically IP tables. The old one, that is still good IP tables as well. Depends. There is people who still prefer to use IP table. I like firewall CMD, so I'm here. So I also have the 21st port for FTP. So everything is okay. I can use FTP here. Very good. So let's clear, and yeah. So I will check just a few settings on the FTP config file. Let's go, and everything is inside the etc folder. The configuration file are always in etc folder. Most of the files that you can configure are here. It's a very important folder in Linux. I recommend you to analyze and study the structure if you can. So basically, it contains all the file that you can configure by yourself, and will override the default configuration file of command or files or program on the system that are usually placed in USR, lib, and USR bin and sbin folders directly. So let's check this folder. So yeah. Okay, sorry guys, I made a mistake. I have to enter like this. Okay, so let's see what is our file. Okay, so something is wrong here. Sorry, I made a mistake. And okay, let's start again. here we are in the etc. I'm going inside the cc. Let's go to see our folder in alphabetical order. We need to access to the FTP folder. LB stands for alphabetical order. We need to, yeah, this is clear for me because unfortunately I need more space. So okay, so let's reformat the window. It's not great. Okay, so the FTP is, here we go here. So I need to enter in this folder and check the FTP file. Okay, here we go. This is the FTP file, the FTP config file, vs FTP conf. I need to elevate my permission before entry, so I need to do sudo v usftp conf. Let's check the configuration file for this file. This is important, this service FTP. So let's do a kind of a resume shortly. So what you have to allow is this option, anonymous enable no. Always put to no, because otherwise everybody can enter with no password. Allow local users, perfect, yeah, to enable, to access, and this one, remember, always set to no and uncommented. Okay, so this will require a password. And any other useful setting that I want to mention, we are allowing this mode of transfer ASC double high. Yeah, that's okay. So it will use the AC double Y. It's good because we are using the same system, Linux from Linux to Linux, so we don't need to switch to binary. This is the banner. So basically, this is the phrase, the message it will appear once you log into FTP when you are in FTP mode. Yes. So this is listen IP. Okay. So we are using IPv4, so there's no need to listen also on IPv6. This is not recommended, so it's correct. It's commented here. I'm using passive mode. Okay. Unserved FTP. This is the reason my use local time, so this will allow to the FTP client to check the timestamp on the folder, on the directory we are connecting to the other server with the local time of the server, not with GMT. Otherwise, it will be always in GMT if we don't set this. Okay, so this will allow you when you are in a client and you connect remotely to FTP server, you will see the timestamp in the local time of the server. Let's say that the server is located, I don't know, in whatever, in Brazil, for example, and if it's this one is not is commented, this you will see always the timestamp in GMT. Instead, this one you're allowed to see in the local time of the server in that time. Okay, anywhere. Okay, so this is what I wanted to explain, and let's get out of here. And yeah, so we don't save anything, we don't save, we just quit shebang, exclamation mark. Okay, now we are in the server here. As I said, everything looks cool, and we can do FTP transfer in this server. Let's go back to our client instead. This is the client. Okay, here and now I need to do FTP connection to the other server. I forgot to pick up the FTP, the IP address of this server. So let's see which one is. Looks like that root 4 is this one, the IPv4. So we need to take this. I copy. Okay, copy. So this one will be used to connect the FTP to this wire connection of this FTP server. Okay, so everything is clear. So okay, so I can do FTP. I always like to stay in the home directory. Okay, so let's start to do the FTP. Simply type FTP. Okay. Another thing, guys, here, just in case, let's check if as a client, we allow the FTP transfer on the port 21. Okay, so to check this, we need to do elevate the permission, root permission. Okay, so this one will, will allow me to check the status of my rules of my firewall. The FW is the firewall tool for this system. Installing default is a Debian-like system, is .Linux. Instead, on the other one that is based on RPM, I have CentOS that is in default. It has firewall CMD. So here I have UFW. Okay, so this is the firewall tool for .Linux. Okay, let's see. He asked me the password. Okay, let's put my password. Okay, so let's see if I have the. Sorry, guys, and. Yeah, this is correct. I mean, the mistake. I put show. It's not necessary. So F21 allows, so the FTP use the 21 port, so it perfectly is cool. We have the chance to do FTP transfer also from the client. Clear, and let's start. So FTP, I have in memory the address. No, I will write again. No worry. It was 192 of the server, 1.68. Oops. 1.1.167. Okay, so I just click enter, and now we say, you remember the banner, you are now in FTP mode, the one that we set up in the FCPT file conf file. So now I have to put here I have to enter the username of the other system. Let's go to check which one is. I see it here, but let's do like this, it's easier. Paolo and I'm. So I need to put this one, copy. Okay, but I remember anyway. Okay, Paolo and I'm is my username. I'm connecting, I repeat, on the other server. So I need to do a connection, and yeah. So now I put the password of that user, Paolo and I'm. Okay. So let's put the password. Okay, using double mode. Yeah, I picked binary mode. Perfect. I was already binary mode, sorry, but anyway, this doesn't mean anything. It's simply repeat that I want binary mode. Let's put hash that will trace the progress of the transfer. It's very useful. So this will basically list all the progress, the command line of what's happening, what is transferring on the yeah. So basically, it's always good to do it. And now we need to put, so I'm going to put a file. Let's do another session here, just show you one thing. And I want to show you what I want to do. So this is my client, another session of the client. Okay, I forgot to show you one thing. I will do it now, no problem. To show you what file I want to transfer. Let's go to my documents. So we are in the home directory here. Documents. Okay, I will transfer, for example, file FTP3 to the other server. Okay, so I'm gonna put this file on this server, or where I have the FTP client, and I could do a remote connection. I already did it here on this server. So I'm going to transfer that file here. So the home directory, the directory I have this file is home. I saw it here actually, so I can actually copy and paste. This is pwd, present directory is this one. So I copy again. Now we have it in memory, it should be good. So, okay. Now file FTP3 to where I could have done actually another way, easier way. So I just can do this. I copy this. Sorry again. Just show you what you can do as well. It's easier. This stands for home. documents, file FTP3. So basically the first character I put stands for on Paolo. It basically can replace the on directory. It will make it easier to type the shortcut. You will waste less time. So, and then you can do the same here. You copy here. Actually, you copy all of this. Okay. So basically, I'm transfer from what I explain what I did. So I put this file FTP that was in this client, not in this one. No, this is not the address, it's the server. In my client, and I put it on this address on this server using the FTP client, and the transfer was complete. So perfect, everything was okay. You see, put documents. The path is the same. I want the same path. So enter in passive mode. I'm using passive mode. Okay, this is transfer complete. 348 bytes sent. Okay, cool. I can exit here now. So this message is saying to me that everything was working. So I exit. Goodbye. Perfect. Now I go out from over here and I go instead. I access to my FTP server. So the server I have the FTP and where I transfer the file. So let's go to see if everything is okay. Sorry. I want to go to the home directory. Here we are in the home directory, and yeah, and let's see in documents. Let's see. Finger crossed. Yeah, that's it. This is our file that I just transferred from the FTP client to this server. So it's working. And yeah, that's what I wanted to show you. Basically, how to transfer a file using put command and using FTP command at FTP method to one server to the other in Linux. I hope this video has been say useful for you. It's a very interesting tool, the FTP. Next time, if I have time, I will try with SFTP with you guys and show if it's all okay. And the transfer, at the moment, I have many things to speak about Linux, and this is my second video. So forgive me, guys, for any inaccuracy or anything that you didn't understand. You can add your comments. Feel free to add my comments as well. We can learn together. As say, we are a community. Linux is amazing. It's free and it's open to everyone. It's open source. So we are all here to learn. I'm learning. I'm constant learning as well. The progress is ongoing. So I'm happy to have shared this video with you. Thank you again for watching, guys, and yeah, have fun with Linux. Bye.